Rock 102.1, Oro Valley, Tucson. An Arizona Lotus Corp radio station. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Wednesday, February 11th. Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yas Money. And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We're going to have such a great show for you today. A lot of things to give away, a lot of things to get to, and some surprises along the way. I'm very excited about today's program. Our top story has to be all the recent developments that's happening right now with the Nancy Guthrie case, as, of course, Savannah Guthrie's daughter or mother, who was kidnapped now, like, days ago?
10 days.
10 days ago.
Day 10, maybe?
Yes. Now, late yesterday afternoon, or actually in the middle of yesterday afternoon, they released photos from the ring cam of the sole person responsible, they believe, of going to the house dressed and bumbling around at the front door to, break in and then kidnap, Nancy Guthrie. And it looks like such an amateur job. I'm going to show you some of these pictures, which I know that you've seen, and we talked about it. I know that, Kendall shared it, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm like, they kind of have your eyes. A lot of people were speculating that
it was a woman.
The person had feminine eyes.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like as like a way to get the person to come out and admit that they did it is to insult them. Be like, hey, you see this person? Look at his little bitch eyes. Oh, he's got little bitch eyes, don't he? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he looks like a chick. Oh,
Right.
Look at those hips. What a woman. And then this guy's going to
Yes.
be like, I'm not a woman. I'm a man. Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Right. And
I did see that in the comments, and somebody was reading the comments out loud to me, and I was like, I think that you should just leave it to the professionals and let them
I
investigate.
also saw a comment that someone speculated the backpack was a Lululemon
You're lying.
Yes, that's funny.
gear.
Yeah, they immediately feminized
The
it.
internet will never
Yeah.
stop.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
It's fantastic. So
Did they say how they got these images? I mean, they said they couldn't pull any stuff.
it was on the cloud. Well, it's speculated as on the cloud,
Oh.
right? As it was, right? It was a
allegedly.
Nest. It was one of those Nest cams, right? You're seeing this
Sure.
black and white photos at the front door. You know what's interesting about this is that somebody took the time to make a color version of these
I
pictures.
saw that.
Yeah.
That was the version my mom got, and I was like, "Of course you would get this crazy version." Of
Yeah.
I was wondering how they did that
AI
and
the
how
crap out of
accurate
it.
it could be.
Well, that's the thing. So the first picture that I'm going to pull up for you here
not
that you're
feeling
going to
it.
see.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, what you're seeing here, they gave the person blue eyes, right? And then when you look at the colorized photos, you're like, okay, now I can see it's more of a man, right?
Right.
In night vision, I guess, it's easier to look feminine and look like a woman. But as far as this was concerned, it was a man in those pictures, and I have more here that I could show you. That's pretty interesting here. I'm going to pull up this one that I thought somewhat of a smoking gun in a way, because it shows the gun. You know what you don't see in those black and white images? And if you look real closely in there, you see that he has a gun holstered right in front of
Right in his
his
crotch.
pants. Exactly. And so everything about this is such an amateur move because if you handle guns at all, you know not to point it at your Johnson, right? Like, that's just such a rookie mistake.
Unless he's a professional.
No, a professional holds in the back, holds on the side. You holster it in places where you won't shoot your nuts off. He had his gun, and it looks like a gun anyways, a handle protruding out of his pants with the holster literally pointing at the tip of his D. Yes, and he's there. He walks up, and you see like the ring cam footage. He like walks up. He has reflectors on his backpack, right? He's dressed like an obvious burglar and no rush because that neighborhood is, like blacked out as far as lights are concerned. So, it's super dark, but he's still wearing reflectors, and that's not, an expert move either. And then he walks up and he's like kind of fumbling around looking, and then he notices the ring cam. And then that's when he goes to grab weeds to try to cover it up. Everything about it is amateur, right? So who could it be? Well, they were talking, and they put there was a person that was held of interest. They were detained last night, and now they're released. They were questioned for the abduction of Nancy after they revealed this surveillance footage. The mother of the person that they detained actually spoke with K-Gun because they were all over it, dude.
And she was the home owner, so I think they technically gave her the search warrant or something, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, let's listen to what she had to say here. And she sounds obviously oblivious and super innocent, and I believe her in the way that she's saying it. She's like, I don't know what's going on, and I believe it, all right? But somebody does know what's going on. Check.
Oh, no, they came out telling us that they had somebody gave a tip that the lady was in my house. I don't know her name. ¿Cómo se llama? Nancy Guthrie. That we don't know. We don't know her. I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about her. They only said that they gave a tip that she was in my house. And I told them, you can go in and search my house. There's nobody there. I have nothing to hide. There's nobody in my house. And I don't know what's going on. I mean, any family members that might be.
Yeah. So, and she goes on to say that there was a vehicle that they recognized, and was that your son-in-law's vehicle, and it's like it's my daughter's vehicle, and so the son-in-law was the person of interest that was detained. Now she does. Nancy Guthrie was not at the house. Never been at the house. They searched that house. She said, "Yes, please come in. Try not to destroy everything."
That's always the best plea of innocence. Is like, I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Search all you want.
Also, they when Mary Coleman at KOLD was doing her live last night, the comments were like, "Oh, I heard that they took someone to Banner. Can you confirm that they helicoptered somebody over to Banner or whatever?" But it's like. She said something last night that was really big to me, where it was like, stop hiding things from us. Like the people in the comments are like, tell us what's going on. And so she goes, listen, it's not that we're hiding things from you until we can confirm and clarify these things and we can tell them to the public.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and I saw that too, that thread, and it's a common path, right? And, people in Rico have medical emergencies, and then they go straight to the hospital. It happens. There is speculation on who it may be, and the plot thickens, and so does the mystery, okay? Because, a lot of people have been speculating that, of course, it has to be someone close to the family.
Right.
And a lot of people are pointing fingers towards the son-in-law. Did you know that there might be a connection and a tie to a local Tucson band in this case?
I heard that.
All right, so here's
Yes.
here's a DM that I got from one of our listeners who I'm friends with on Instagram. I'll keep her name anonymous. But she said, what's wild? That there's this band here, and I know because I haven't had them on my profile, and it was called The Early Black. Right, the band's called The Early Black, and they were pretty cool because we used to exchange messages, and they would like my posts, etc., etc. And yeah, that makes sense because she's a hot chick. Now, she said I saw a couple posts saying that there was that was Nancy's son-in-law, and there's theories that the son-in-law had one of the other band members do it. And I just noticed that The Early Black deleted their profile, and they're no longer on my profile. I looked this up, and sure enough, The Early Black did delete all their stuff. I did see that, they had the presence, and it was all gone. And they're also trending because this is not a theory that's alone in her, right? So when I pull it up, I'll show you this image right here, which is super interesting too, because AI on Instagram, when you look it up, says, let's see, that's not it. Hold on. Said this here. I'm just gonna read it to you all the way here as I click my tabs.
Tabs you got open.
I got so many right now. This case is fascinating, right? Okay, so it says Early Black. The Early Black band you're likely referring to is Early Black, a post-punk band from Tucson, Arizona. They were formed in 2007, consists of members Tommaso, Dominic, and Walter. The band's music style is described as grungier. And then it goes down. It says, recently, the band and its members have gained attention due to the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. the mother-in-law of Savannah Guthrie, whose son-in-law, Tommaso, is a member of the band. Authorities have released surveillance footage of a potential suspect, but there's no evidence linking the band members to its disappearance. But the band's social media, kaput, gone, pulled.
I think maybe anything that's associated with the brother-in-law right now is kind of like get rid of it, or maybe for his own protection. I don't know, because he's been questioned.
He is being questioned, and obviously he's going to be questioned.
He's been questioned, and he's been released.
Their home
so
has
it's
been
just
searched
like,
too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's been the speculation from day one. And I don't want to throw out any kind of allegations whatsoever because you don't know. The one thing I am kind of relieved on, first and foremost, is this is so obviously amateur. It's not done professionally.
Who's getting
That's
away
good.
with this type of stuff right now?
Well, the reality is, and at the end of the day, the answer will be nobody because, when they're releasing this kind of stuff, it feels like, they're doing this as a way to kind of bring on the heat. And hopefully that means they're closing in. The story is still developing. As these developments continue to happen, we're going to do this, but it's so local as far as the story.
Yeah.
It's a global story. But you're talking like now there's a potential Tucson band connected to the disappearance of the Tucson mom, who is, mother of the national broadcaster who's from Tucson and went to Catalina High. I mean, come on. It's crazy. So that's our top story today. We'll get more into it, but we have a lot to get to on the show, including giving away tickets for Black Label Society. Got your morning more on coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents, so keep it right here. Kicking things off with Beck. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, Beef Vegan Presents. But you know the name of the show, Tucson.
Let's go.
There you go. That is not how I sound, for the record. We are live here on the podcast broadcast. Please welcome in studio the return to PJ Bidwell. Good morning, PJ. You got a birthday coming up?
Yes, sir, this Sunday.
Nice, dude.
Happy birthday.
And joining PJ, this was a welcome surprise when I saw him post this. Old friend of mine, too, going way back Phoenix days and stuff. Laura Hamlin. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
Yes, and welcome back. Now, you're always, initially the first band that I got introduced to you being a part of, I think, was Scattered Melodies, right?
Yeah.
You still participate with them? How many bands are you in right now?
So I haven't been with Scattered Melodies in a couple of years, but I know they're still doing stuff. We're all still dear friends. I just kind of peeled off to do like quieter, calmer stuff closer to my house.
Yeah.
So I still, we did the Lewinsky's thing, the 90s country cover band that we've played at Maverick, I think 3 times now.
Yeah.
That was just a couple weeks ago down here. Tucson's so good to us. You guys are so much fun.
I represent all Tucson now. So
Yeah.
on behalf of Tucson, you're welcome.
Putting it all on you.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I do Austin Sweeney, who you met.
Oh yeah,
PJ brought Austin in. I do some with Sweeney still, and then my husband and I we were doing some stuff together, but he's kind of wants to just stay home and work on the garden and not be out so much. So we're
not do the bar club scene.
Yeah, exactly. So we're both, we're doing chickens and gardens and stuff
Didn't
like that.
I meet your husband because I saw you at a wedding venue. The last time I saw you actually was, remember, at a wedding venue.
That's true.
I was doing
You were
an
the
event.
DJ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, that was Mike. So he was Mike Malachar. He and I had a duo for years and years and years while I was in Scattered Melodies.
Nice.
So, but I don't sing with him anymore either. So.
All right. Nice. Well, you saw that we were talking about the show open with this whole case with Savannah Guthrie and everything. Let me see her eyebrows real quick. Okay. I mean, they're thin. They're thin. There's a lot of speculation on whether or not the masked man in question was a man or a woman. And I was, I'm still going with the theory that if we call this person a woman enough, then the man that's responsible might come out of hiding and be like offended and
Genius.
say, yeah. Like, wait a second, what are you calling me a lady? I ain't no bitch eyes, so that's what I'm going with here.
A little reverse psychology.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still plausible. It's still plausible. You got feminine eyes being a feminine woman. PJ, let me see your eyebrows. Yeah, no, those are manly, bushy eyebrows. I think you're in the clear, dude, for sure. I was thinking it was Kendall.
Alibi.
Yeah, Kendall said the mustaches didn't match, but they were close, right?
No, you said the eyes or something, and I said match, and I said the mustache too.
Yeah.
I just waxed, so.
Okay,
That's why you can't-
so
Yeah.
that's suspect as well.
Right.
Did you see the colorized version? So this is the color picture that we were showing at the beginning. So somebody did this. Now again, take it with a grain of salt. This is them assuming what the colors may be. They added blue eyes. The jacket in this one is blue. The other colorized image that I showcased was actually red. So they were just kind of like spitballing. Say, what if it was this? What if it was that? I mean, obviously, you could try to fill in the blanks there. But if you look at this picture and then you look at the picture of like the potential of the band, that we were talking about, there's a member or two that looks like it possibly kind of be there. But if according to the internet, they know, Facebook already knows, is already kind of pointing. And just imagine if you're not associated with it at all, right?
Right.
In this weird case, and Tucson's such a small town, we're going to get on the air here real quick. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beefy Presents. Got PJ Bidwell, Laura Hamlin in studio with us here live on the podcast broadcast. So just continuing our conversation on the developments of the Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie development and case of her missing and the suspects and the potential suspects. Just imagine, just because it's such a small world, right? Or this is such a small town, right? We all have kind of 6 degrees of separation of Nancy. In fact, actually, a colleague of mine goes to her church, right? So it's that small of a community. So to be, lumped into accusations and be accused of something so heinous as kidnapping an elderly woman, right? And there's a chance that there's people here. We talked about the band, that this morning that a lot of people are speculating could have been involved or a member from the band because it looks like Nancy's son-in-law had a band, a local Tucson punk band that was performing around here. And there are people on Facebook that are like, sure as hell, looks enough.
Mm-hmm.
Get them. I solved the case for you, FBI. But imagine, okay, you got zero things to do with it, right? And this could happen to literally anyone. To have the lynch mob, the court of public opinion, be like, you did something heinous. You're like, whoa. Like, I don't do anything. I mean, I play video games a lot. Like, I'm literally not doing anything. And you're accusing me of like trying to mastermind a kidnapping ploy to get $6 million in Bitcoin.
Guilt by association isn't very fair.
Right.
Just because there's, like you said, those degrees of separation. It's like, well, investigate. But, it seems like we're still at kind of square one after the Rico stuff. Like, nothing really came of that.
They did release. The band that we're talking about is Early Black. Did you ever perform with Early Black? You've been performing around here for a while.
I've never performed with them.
Are you just saying that to make sure your name is clear?
I'm disassociating myself.
Okay.
Definitely not. Definitely
can I take the devil's advocate just for a second?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's say that you are not involved at all.
Okay.
And your name gets dragged through the mud.
Right.
And then you're exonerated.
Mm-hmm.
You did just get a lot of free publicity.
For the band.
For the band, you got a lot of free publicity, and they say that no publicity is bad publicity.
Yes, that's true. And the Early Black We Didn't Do It tour would be massive, right?
Catchy.
Look at us. We were innocent this whole time show at Rialto. We'll sell out. That's a thing. And let's hope that they have no association with this at all, and they're all victims of this. But what if it was a thing like if it was the Rialto Theater, 2 out of 3 of us didn't do a show? How would that sell?
Might be a little rougher.
Almost all of us are innocent. Tour.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue, All right. Well, I don't know. That is a top story. Obviously, so big. Now, you're living up in Phoenix, Laura. So, has this been dominating the news up there as well, I assume?
I don't watch a lot of the news, but my husband's been updating me every day.
Mm.
So, but I didn't hear about the band yet. That was new.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, this is the latest development. It's not necessarily mainstream. It's literally DMs I'm getting of internet sleuths and people being like, check this out. Uh-oh. So, people are trying to get me into trouble. I'm not saying too much on the air, though, because, I'm not trying to falsely accuse anybody. It is getting pretty tricky, though, where you're like, ooh, I don't know. There's a little smoke there.
Those eyebrows match.
Those eyebrows were pretty feminine.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In night vision, I guess we could all look pretty feminine. We look a little weird in night vision. And I think that's what it goes. Because when I showed you the color eyes, you're like, okay, that does look more masculine. right?
Your
but
eyebrows look pretty femme now that I'm looking at them.
I've been accused.
Yeah.
Okay, well, luckily, my stature, you can't hide fat. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you see the body type, it doesn't match up. It's not like I could suck it in that much. Like, this is the best I could do, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not passing anything. And Ring cameras add 15 pounds, not 10 pounds. But yes, I have been accused of like manipulating my eyebrows, or I just have naturally beautiful eyebrows. So thank you.
That's a good thing. You need to manscape your brows.
I don't need to because they're naturally good looking.
I'm always trying to comb my boyfriends, because they're thick and they look nice, but when they're like sagging, like they need to get brushed up.
Comb. Oh, that's just weird.
You don't comb your brows?
I don't need
you
to.
Comb your brows? You got some bushy brows.
I do not.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
that might be a your guys thing.
and that's why I have to do it for him.
Yeah. No, it's like brushing a cat. You shouldn't really do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do it, but you shouldn't do it.
A lot of animals show affection by grooming each other. So that's probably what's going on there.
Exactly.
Just lick his eyebrows next, Kendall. How about that? Okay. All right. So that's our top story. Let's keep this conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. But when we come back, we're going to talk about PJ's birthday and the big show that he has planned at Catalina Brewing. It's the Arizona Songwriter Showcase that he does once a month. This one is going to be a heavyweight edition, bringing out all the big guns. We'll talk more about that right after these words and music from The Offspring on Rock 102.1 KFMA. What you giggling about?
Redbeard wants free tickets if he finds the kidnapper.
Okay. I'll put that out on the internet right now. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's say first person to solve this kidnapping case will get VIP passes to a Pima County Fair show, either Chevelle or STP. Possible meet and greet if you catch this person or turn in this person if you know who it is. And spoiler alert, it's not me. So stop giving my name out there. Again, I got fat as an alibi.
I think there is a reward from the FBI too.
Yeah, but it's so low.
Yeah, it does seem low.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm not sure. I can look it up.
It's no meet and greet with STP.
$50.
That's for sure.
Are we talking $50 low?
I mean, it seemed obscenely low and like offensively low initially at first. Like anyone with information in this case get like $250. And like, what the fuck? I can't even buy a PS5 with that. Like why am I going to rat out my uncle if, for that, so maybe they're waiting. Who knows? They did say, so where it's at is that they did give them $300 in Bitcoin. This is an interesting move too, because the ransom is asking for $6 million. So the FBI is like, bet. Here's 300 and just wait and cross your fingers that the market goes up. Right? Like how's that even work, dude? But with that, that's how I think they're going to try to attempt to hone in on who's collecting the ransom, right? Without, giving them a whole Zuckerberg's worth of like Bitcoin nut. So with that, if anyone tries to claim that $300, they'll be like, gotcha, bitch. And then they kind of go in. So, I mean, the reality is we should probably know by now. It seems like they're kind of closing in within the next couple of days before your show on Sunday. We should have a definitive suspect at least.
They're now offering $50K.
Okay.
I think they increased it because I don't think that's what it was initially.
Oh, no. Initially it was super low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not enough to sell out your favorite uncle, but like your distant uncle that you're not really a fan of.
Yeah.
50K,
hell yeah.
50K will do
the
it.
abusive alcoholic one? For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The weird one? Yeah.
Uncle Touchy?
Yeah. Uncle Touchy's going down for $5. But like, I'm waiting for this moment.
Oh, yeah.
You should write a song called Uncle Touchy.
That's actually on brand with her and her husband's band, the Pompous Beggars.
That's true. It would fit right in.
Yeah.
Do you like a lot of humor in your guys' music?
It's more like it's just us talking smack.
Right.
And with singing, yes, but that's not what it's about, really.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I keep trying to get you on the best solo camera. When I do that, then because I got a vertical, I cut somebody out. That's all right.
You want me to scooch?
No, the horizontal stream is the stream to go. That's what we're gonna do. I tell you what, I do want you to perform a song. I know that you haven't planned on that. But I mean, you have such a fantastic voice, and I feel like it'd be just like a cyclical full circle type of deal.
It would be.
You performed in my last studio to perform in my new studio. This is our broom closet, right? That we called it. And it was a legitimate, actual broom closet in this building. and they put me in here. They didn't expect me to do a show that would succeed and stuff, so it was a temporary thing. And then once they realized that they couldn't get rid of me, once they gave me the opportunity that I'd make the most of it and go figure, considering my history, then we started to turn it back into my living room. So I got boobs over here. Right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. These are emotional support boobs. You'll like these.
They're
like
nice.
stress balls.
They look really
But
good.
damn right they're nice,
Yeah,
So,
crochet.
if you get anxiety and stuff, the
I just
KFMA
noticed
boobs.
there's baby bottle nipple things.
Pinch them.
top.
They're amazing.
Realistic.
So realistic.
Yeah.
Give a pinch on those.
So the coloring's interesting, or is it supposed
It's
to be
branded.
an alien?
No, let's look
You
around,
like
dude.
that, Rico?
Okay, I'm tracking. I'm
They're
just
the
looking at them as a
KFMA
solo.
boobs.
I was looking at them like as a solo piece.
This is
It's just
very
got
nice.
green
Theme
boobs.
Very
No,
nice.
So I was given initially the first pillow that I got from a listener because I said something about pillows and boobs or whatever. So she crocheted these for me.
They're high quality.
Super nice, right? But
They're
they were
nice.
purple. And I'm like, that's great. I would rather have them in KFMA colors. And I gave the purple ones to my mom. Yeah.
Of
And
course.
she uses it as a
Of
neck
course.
pillow when she flies.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect for airlines.
In fact, I'm flying to San Francisco this weekend.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to bust those out.
Yeah,
You
you
think,
should.
I think my girl would appreciate that. Be like, I'm just gonna take a cool little nap.
I'm so tired.
So tired. Yeah.
Does your mom's have the bottle nips on there too?
Yes. You're talking the pillow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. I was like, I don't want to know that answer, PJ.
I'm gonna bet yes.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, let's do this here. Earlier this morning, we had such a wild surprise. And that was, I got an email before the show even started. And, if you recall a couple months ago, and in fact, actually, I'll pull this video up here real quick on Instagram. We did a challenge where we attempted to break the Guinness World Record for eating the most anchovies. Right?
And when you say we,
Kendall.
That's
and Justin. Okay.
Yeah.
So I came up with the idea. I DoorDashed some anchovies here. She tried to attempt to eat the most anchovies within 60 seconds. And it was a lot harder than it seemed. We thought we were going to break a world record. And we did not. But we still put it online as if we did. All right. Which is not offensive to anyone unless you hold the actual world record for eating the most anchovies. And this morning, I got an email from a man named Vincenzo, who's like, hey, I saw your video claiming you got the world record for eating anchovies, but that's my record. And I Googled him and I looked it up on Guinness World Records website, and sure shit, it was him, dude. And I was like, oh, my bad. You want to talk about it? And so he was actually kind enough to pop on the podcast and give some pointers to Kendall to potentially, break that record and also tell us how and why he even attempted to do this in the first place. So in case you missed it, it went a little something like this. Yes, I wish I could share this with her.
yeesh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Rough
I
on the global
thought-
stage.
I thought when I read the headline, it was that he cheated, he took performance enhancement drugs. That's what I thought he was admitting.
Place to reveal.
It's a lot of preparation, and the hardest thing was to find the kind
to accomplish this incredible feat. Yes, I wish I could share this with her.
Yeesh.
Wow.
That's rough.
Rough
I
on the global
thought-
stage.
I thought when I read the headline, it was that he cheated, he took performance enhancement drugs. That's what I thought he was admitting to.
Well, when he did cheat on his girlfriend, he took performance enhancement drugs, it was
I
Blue
was
Chew,
like,
and he got
oh,
the gold in the bedroom. But yeah,
jeez.
definitely an F my life, and not the best place to reveal all your skeletons. But either way, your email's coming up after music from Bad Wolves. Here's Zombie on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I need to introduce you to somebody who took offense to the fact that you claim that to have the Guinness World Records for most anchovies eaten in 1 minute. This is the world record holder of most anchovies eaten 1 minute.
Woo!
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
You're joining us from Italy, is that correct?
It is. It's
Yes.
3:30 p.m. here.
Oh, so, okay, a little bit in the afternoon. This is a big deal for us, and it's so funny that you came across our reel that we posted several months ago, and we attempted this because we saw the story of you being able to accomplish this incredible feat which you were like, okay, how hard can it be? And it was incredibly hard, actually, right?
It was. I got a Charlie horse. I cramped up the next day. It was we were very unprepared. We just decided to do it on the fly. I'm sure you had real preparation going into it, though.
Actually, I did. For as funny as it may sound, I did a lot of preparation. And the hardest thing was to find the kind type of anchovies. So it's not your fault, actually. It's the fault of who bought the anchovies, because the trickiest part is to have big enough anchovies, because of the rules that you have to swallow it before picking up the next one. And if you have bigger anchovies, you do it better. And he is my personal trainer. Great anchovy eater as well, you see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I know it sounds weird in English, but asso, it's Italian for ace.
Oh yeah, it does sound like asso. Yeah, so like ace. Okay, for those on the radio,
just lost in translation.
Yes,
he is adorable.
Now, like Kendall was saying, and Justin, who we just missed, their biggest gripe afterwards is that they didn't realize how much they needed to hydrate. She got a Charlie horse. He felt sick, was all crampy. Did you take extra preparation and making sure you had hydration, because anchovies are such salty fish?
Yes. You drink a lot before, and more important, you drink a lot afterwards. So I was in this pub celebrating the Guinness World Record with friends. Something was I couldn't drink to avoid dehydrate myself. So it was a bit sad, but it's apart from the very funny part, I think one of the best thing of our society these days is that we can devote so many effort and energies in this pointless thing. And I think this is one of the greatest accomplishments and luxuries ever, to be able to study, prepare, and devote time and efforts to make this kind of stupid Guinness World Record. Stupid in the best possible way. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Rock 102.1 Camp Man. We're back on the air here. We're joined by special guests who earlier this morning I pulled up two clips that we posted a little while back of Justin Spears and Kendall both attempting to break the Guinness Book of World Records, a world anchovy record, or eating the most anchovies within, I think, 60 seconds.
Right.
And then this morning I got an email from a man named Vincenzo Alfano from Italy saying, with all due respect, I am that Guinness World Record holder. And so I reached back to him, and he's joining us right now live on the stream from Italy with his beautiful dog, Asso, which is ace in Italian. Don't come at me.
Cutie.
Yeah. And we're talking about tips and tricks of all this. And is this the only Guinness Book of World Record that you hold?
It is. It's the first one, and it's something I had in mind since I was a little child. And so it was a great accomplishment in my 42nd birthday to attempt and win this record for actually just 1 gram. So it was really on the line, because it was 200, and my record is 201 grams. So it was really a few. I know you are not familiar with grams on the other side of the pond, but it's really a little,
we're familiar with grams. We have legalized marijuana here, so we know grams. Well, yeah. So
I was going to say more so when it wasn't legalized.
I knew that too, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, is marijuana considered a performance enhancement drug when attempting to do a world eating record?
I don't know about that. The Guinness wasn't clear about that, but it should be for sure.
Yeah.
You get chemical hungry, so it should be doping probably.
Yeah.
Now, you said this was something you wanted to do since you were a kid. Does that mean anchovies were like one of your favorite foods, or just in general you wanted a world record?
Sorry, I wasn't precise enough. I was very interested into Guinness World Record, not about anchovies. It was just that the Guinness made, I think, 70 new records for their, how do you say, anniversary. And so I was looking which one were doable for my for myself, and this was one that looked easy. Actually, it's a similar story to yours. It wasn't easy at all in the end, but I managed. The sad thing is that you still are way more famous than I am. So if you look online for most century seed and Guinness World Record, you are one of the first results, and that's why I
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
It's well deserved.
The algorithm. That's funny. Yeah,
we're not trying to steal your glory. I promise.
I know.
That's how you found us. You were just checking, being like, see if the world's talking about us, and they'd be like, "Who are these dopes from Tucson?" And they didn't even do well. I mean, it was sloppy. It was again a lot harder than it seemed. All right, that was our pleasurable experience with Vincenzo. Welcome back. Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're live on the podcast broadcast. We were just replaying our conversation that we had with a Guinness World Record holder. This week is an odd theme, right, Rico? We went through, Guinness World Record holders. Yesterday, we talked about our Arizona man, or Arizona Alpha man, Joey, who is the Guinness World Record holder for the most Stranger Things memorabilia in all the world. Joey is from Chandler. Has over 2,100 pieces of material from Stranger Things, right? And so he has the Guinness World Record. We attempted to break a Guinness World Record a couple months ago, posted it on social media. The actual Guinness World Record holder of that attempt that we did reached out to me, and we had him on the show today. It's just wild what the internet can do and just bring these people together. And that quickly, like, hey, just join us in the studio. He's like, as soon as I'm done teaching the classes, because he's a professor. He's a professor. That's how he sounded. Did he not? He did use his hands and had a dog and whatever. Okay, so this Sunday, we got a big deal happening in Catalina Brewing. Hey, I get closer to that mic there, PJ, which is cool because PJ's celebrating a birthday. I'm sure it's 31st. And, he once a month on Sundays, he does Arizona songwriters showcase. And this is a great way to kind of sip on some craft beer, listen to some beautiful songs written by local musicians from all over the state and sometimes over the region, because you get people traveling from all over the place, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the third Sunday of every month at Catalina Brewing in the afternoon. And we have a ton of talented people coming through. But this Sunday in particular, because it is my birthday, I invited a couple people. I didn't fill a chair. It's usually a 4-up show. And so I left an empty chair, and then I invited a bunch of friends to come join us. And I got to the point where I had to stop inviting people because so many people said yes.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a packed afternoon full of great music.
I think that's just a great sign and show of like how people respect the love that you put out. And you're so supportive of other musicians, right? And so when you're just like, hey, yeah, it's my birthday, I want to get together. Like, Laura, did you hesitate even for a second?
Of course not.
Right. And you've been performing with PJ for years as well. When did you guys initially link up? Because again, I know you from Phoenix.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that. I think I met you through Coop, didn't I?
Yeah, through Drew Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we
nice.
connected.
Yeah.
But it's probably been 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, it has.
And we've played a lot of shows together.
Yeah.
Up in Mesa, in Tucson, in Flagstaff. And yeah, we've had a lot of fun.
All Arizona. Yeah, well, I mean, Laura, you're a professional. You're a pro. So you do the gigs where you're doing original material, but you also do professional gigs and corporate gigs where you're doing covers and everything. You got to perform in front of some tough crowds and then win them over. I mean, I'm talking about Scottsdale weddings, and man, these people suck. So to be able to do that, yeah. You like Scottsdale weddings? They treat you nice?
It's been a minute since I've done those.
Okay,
for
that's
a
good.
reason.
Yeah. Oh God.
When we play as the Lewinsky's, she is the ringmaster. She takes the crowd and leads them through the entire show all night, and they eat it all up. She's great at that.
Yeah. I mean, you're a pro. Like I said, a pro's pro. In fact, actually, whenever you're doing like a Scottsdale wedding, did anyone ever shout for you to like sing a cover of Pitbull or something?
No, we got some Bruno Mars requests. I had to do God, what song was it? That Smile song, Pharrell.
Happy, yeah.
And it was cool. I was cool with it. I did it. It ended up being fun, but there's a handful of songs that when originally requested, I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're just good enough though that you could just pull it up and like pull up the sheet music and stuff and then be able to play it.
We would always get through it. Yeah. We'd always figure it out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the things you got to do for,
it's a job.
It's just a job. I know. Well, and that's why I'm excited to have you perform for us here because you are a pro. You got a fantastic voice. And what's the song that you're going to choose to play for us here?
So this is a song I wrote for my husband. We met at Rooster's Country in Mesa. Probably 6 years ago. Started playing music together. Became fast friends, and eventually best friends. And then we would dabble in the whiskey together. So this song's called Lynchburg because Jack Daniels is his brand, and it's made in Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Okay,
so this
nice.
is about using whiskey to find the courage to talk about how you like your best friend as more than a friend.
To lubricate the love.
Correct.
I love it. Here's Lynchburg right here. Alive Rock 102.1 KFMA.
There was nothing heavy on my mind, just another lonely girl sitting in a bar at night. I noticed something in his eyes, only another restless heart would recognize. Now we'd each get a whiskey and then a couple more. Found out we were raised in the same town. And then we'd find a quiet spot and laugh until we cried. We became the best of friends, talking in that bar at night. And I'm not sure when it changed, but then one night I knew that it would never be the same, and it was all because of you. So damn you, Lynchburg. No, you ain't done nothing wrong. Damn you, Lynchburg, for bringing this heartache on, 'cause I don't want it, but I go another round. So damn you, Lynchburg, for making these tears fall down. People in this town just stay the same. They hold on to what they know, don't want it all to change. And across that line, it's a risky move to make. But I'll be damned if I let it pass me by. It's a chance I gotta take. Now some folks might not understand, but that don't make it wrong. And when you find a second chance to finally have the love you want, how can someone walk away once they find where they belong? I had to take another shot and finally say what's in my heart. So thank you, Lynchburg. You brought me to my knees, but thank you, Lynchburg, for helping me to see that what I needed was standing right in front of me. So thank you, Lynchburg, for setting my heart free. Thank you, Lynchburg, for bringing him home to me. Thank you, Lynchburg, for bringing him home to me.
What I tell you, she's a pro. She's a pro's pro. Jose on the stream said, hands down, one of the best acoustic singers you brought into the studio, Beef. And we've had PJ on, and that's offensive to PJ. How dare you, Jose? No, well done. That was a beautiful song there. Did you sing that at your wedding?
I didn't, but I did. It is recorded.
Yeah.
So if you like that, you can go to Laura Hamlin, Spotify, Apple Music, all the places, and type in Lynchburg. And
you got that country twang in it, which I hear is in style now. I don't know. I've checked.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, well, you're original. So, like it's been in your blood for a long time. So we're going to continue to talk with Laura and PJ here on the podcast broadcast stream. Hit the reset. Be back with more right after this. Music from Guns N' Roses on Rock 102.1 KFMA. That's good. Does that bring you back whenever you do that song? You bring you back to the moment you wrote
I see
it?
I picture us at the bar. I picture us playing together. I picture us going out to sneak a cig. Like, yeah, it all rolls.
Yeah. And you
in
can
my head.
see that you kind of transport yourself there when you do that song, so which makes it even stronger.
You know that girl that got famous for that Dr. Pepper jingle?
Yeah.
We should do one for Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I know.
I tried to tell them, hey guys, I got a song that might be pertinent.
Yeah.
They don't care.
No, they don't
Maybe
care.
they didn't see it.
Right.
I mean, it'd be great if they called, hey, everything's for sale, ain't it?
Yeah. I'm selling jingles now. You got to add a doot to do. There's no doot to doots. That's the problem.
Throw it in.
Yeah.
Throw a couple in.
I'll remix doot to doots. My art and integrity is worth something, 6 figures. I'll doot to doot the shit out of it. I get it. We're going to reset the table here. Before we do here, earlier this morning, we did a fun little game called Red Flag, Green Flag, and FBI Watch List. And in case you missed it, I believe it went a little something like this. Check it out. Forced a heroin overdose to implicate him. This is not conspiracies. This is a peer-reviewed paper. Before one of them shot him in the head, they placed the gun in his arms and left behind a forged suicide note. There are things in the autopsy that go, well, wait, this person didn't die very quickly of a gunshot blast. And one person, Wilkins, said, pointing to the organ damage associated with oxygen deprivation and also the necrosis of the brain and liver that happens in an overdose, which doesn't suggest a shotgun death. And that's from a peer-reviewed paper that they recently released as well.
I don't know the history, to be honest. So like I know that it's suicide, but what were the details of it? I mean, as someone who knows nothing really.
So, what they
30
said,
years of forensics, right? I mean, yeah, you have the
There's
shotgun placement, like you said, the necrosis of the brain, the heroin, everything about it scientifically explored kind of leans towards that versus
yes. And initially, when they did the autopsy, they're like, wait a second, the amount of heroin, even like with a hardcore heroin user. This was 10 times the amount of a hardcore heroin user. So when you're that high on heroin, you're not feeling like, oh, I want to end it all. You're feeling like you're floating on a cloud, dude.
Right.
Yeah, you are where your happy place would be. That's the reason why you chase that high. So that's what the speculation is. But I'm not Kendall. Eventually, you're going to get to the point you're going to understand. I don't say conspiracy theories for the sake of saying conspiracy theories. I'm saying that there's new forensic evidence, and now with a lot of actually experts probing the case and actually imploring and begging to reopen and investigate this as a murder and not a suicide, because there's such overwhelming evidence that they do not believe it's even possible or feasible for it to be a suicide. Now, as to who was behind it and why, that's a whole nother investigation.
We have some suspects we're looking at.
I mean, we have some obvious suspects. And I know, I understand.
She's nice. She's a nice lady, but let's be real.
Look, I've been a fan of Creeps as well. I've been heartbroken on that.
Yeah.
I love Miramax films. All of them. You know what I mean?
Great movies.
Yes, great movies.
Right.
And so, I understand the older we get to realize the easier it is to realize that we're going to be heartbroken by our heroes. You know how many times I danced to R. Kelly? You know how many times?
Me
too. Space Jam, that broke my heart.
I sat on Coke and rum.
I can't.
I get it. It's heartbreaking, but there might be a reality there. So that's the reason why Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, and Courtney Love were all trending yesterday. And Daily Mail again and other publications are printing up this peer review. And you can go check it out for yourself. All right. So that's the curious case of Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain. We're going to hit the reset. Be back more right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Kendall and Rico. I'm going to play a new game with them here. This is called Red Light, Green Light, FBI Watch List. So here's how we're going to do this game. It's very simple. I'm going to give you a scenario, whether, it's Valentine's Day coming up, like a dating or lifestyle behavior. All right. And I need somebody to, I'm going to call on individuals. Give me, is this a green light behavior, a red light behavior, FBI Watch List? And then we're going to go down the line. With that said, let's get right into it. This is Red light, green light, or FBI watch list. All right, we'll start off with Yas Money. Still uses Snapchat daily. Red light, green light, or FBI watch list?
I'm going to say Red light.
Red light. Okay, why?
Listen, if you're over 30, you probably just shouldn't. It's just not part of the aesthetic for you. It's for the youth.
Okay, all right. What about you, Kendall?
FBI watch list.
Okay, why?
Because you want your messages to disappear all the time? What you trying to hide?
All right. All right. What about you, Rico?
Green light.
Okay, why?
Absolutely. Well, speaking as a personal red flagger here, the filters are fantastic. It's fun. It keeps you youthful. It keeps you in the mix. You get to, send people some interesting documents. And,
okay.
It's very convenient.
You use it for interesting documents, not for its intended purpose, nudes. All right, here's our next one. Red light, green light, FBI watch list has a favorite bartender. All right, Rico.
Green light.
Green light, why?
Because they know what you want to drink. It's like the show Cheers. You're living that whole lifestyle of hey, and they know what you want to drink. You tip them well. It's a symbiotic relationship.
They're very social. All right, what do you say, Kendall?
I'm gonna say the red flag or the red light.
Red flag. Yeah. Okay.
It's the reverse in Cheers. It's everybody knows your name, not the bartender's name. That's a little too much.
Okay.
Everybody
all right.
knows your problem.
Yes. What do you say, Yas?
FBI watch list.
Okay. Why?
You don't know me. You don't know what I like. You know too much. I don't need to be a regular.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I look at somebody who's has a favorite bartender. It's like, oh, you don't go to other places, and every day you go to the same place and just get like cirrhosis of the liver. Not good.
Support local.
Yeah. Okay. Green flag, red flag, FBI watch list. That's the right name. Yes,
right name.
I know. Sorry. Claps when the plane lands.
Oh.
All right. We're gonna start off with Yas Money on this one. Is that a green flag, red flag, or FBI watch list?
Oh hell no! It's a red flag.
Red flag. Why?
We don't need that kind of. We don't need it. Okay, just don't. You don't need to listen. Just don't.
Okay, Rico.
FBI watch list.
Okay.
What are you doing? Signaling to your handlers? What's going on here? Why are they clapping? This isn't Disneyland. This isn't a play.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah, are you clapping because the bomb you made didn't go off?
Right.
All right.
Like the clapping light, you're going to make it go off? What's going on?
Yeah. All right, what do you say, Kendall?
Green flag.
Oh, why?
This means my motion sickness is over. I'm about to kiss the ground. We made it safe. No more turbulence. I am thrilled.
Okay.
Easy, Katy Perry.
Right, yeah.
Go kiss the ground.
All right, let's move forward here. Green flag, red flag, FBI watch list. Let's say, okay, says, trust me mid-story. Kendall.
That's a tough one. I'm going to say green flag.
Green flag, why?
Yeah, they're trying to convey their seriousness, and they're being for real, not for play.
Okay. What do you say, Yas Money?
Red flag.
Red flag, why?
Red flag. I don't need you to clarify that. I need to trust you. Just keep telling the story.
Okay. What do you say, Rico?
FBI watch list.
All right.
I don't need your MK Ultra weird Illuminati mind tricks. All right. Nice try. I know what you're doing.
Nice try. Yeah. You keep saying trust me, like it's going to
why?
hypnotize me into trusting you.
Right.
Next thing you know, I wake up in the morning with a Cosby hangover.
Yep.
That's what they call that. Yeah.
Woof.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast live here, hanging out with Kendall, PJ Bidwell, Laura Hamlin, and of course, there's a big showcase, a singer-songwriter showcase, nice and chill on a Sunday afternoon. Keep that like kind of Valentine's Day vibe, if you will, because there'll be some beautiful songs that you could just kind of sit back and play. You use it as like a day date or whatever happening at Catalina Brewing, and it goes from 2 to 5.
Yeah, 2 to 5, but we do have a lot of songwriters coming, so there's a very good chance we might run long.
Yeah, of course. Come early, stay late. That's the type of deal. And none of those songwriters are on the Epstein list, I assume.
None of them.
That's good.
All.
That's good. None of them being what is it? Like
Unredacted.
No. None of them being managed by any Epstein list people.
Right.
That's what I was trying to transition to. So I don't know if you've been following this, but there's a lot of music news connected to the Epstein list. And so many names are starting to get revealed on here.
Mm-hmm.
So Chappelle Roan left her management agency after it was discovered that her CEO was exposed in the Epstein files. Imagine if your boss, you're looking and you're like, wait a second, I know that name. Oh, no. you're on that list. She was out immediately. And actually, there's several artists that are going to follow her. The man that was on the list, the name in question is Casey Wasserman, and he's a huge CEO of a management agency that represents the likes of Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Casey Musgraves, Lorde, and Pharrell, just to name a few. So, indie artists. And so, yeah, like his literally was like one of the puppeteers of the music industry. Now, it's interesting. Now, he has apologized for having an email exchange with Ghislaine Maxwell over 20 years ago. He also denied having a personal relationship with Epstein, despite going on his plane for a humanitarian trip with the Clinton Foundation. Now, here's the thing with that. That's where it gets murky waters, right? Because, yes, there's a lot of like stuff that he was doing. But did he do some side missions that didn't involve like, perving out, killing people and doing that? Possibly. If there was a legitimate humanitarian trip and they're like, hey, you want to use this plane to legitimately do that?
Right.
Was there one non-pedophilia related activity on the plane? I think that's quite possible. Right. But was he on that one? I don't know. I will say this. Billie Eilish actually left Wasserman 2 years ago after he was accused of having inappropriate relationships with employees. So it's not the first time that Wasserman has been accused of these type of behaviors. So where there's smoke, there's fire. And like I said, Chappelle Roan was the first. Well, Billie Eilish was technically the first. Now Chappelle Roan thought inappropriate relationships with employees was acceptable as long as she kept getting those gigs. And now she's like, okay, now that's the red line. And then beyond that, other artists are following.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones that will probably stick around, Coldplay. If I was to pick a name on the list, it's just like I'll write it out.
Staying.
Yeah. So,
Oh man,
Pharrell's gone now. All right. So, and that's not all. I mean, obviously, a lot of big names here. Epstein files show that Howard Lutnick allegedly did not cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein in 2005, like he said. And more of these names are starting to get redacted and kind of showcased. I know it's
gonna
heavy.
take a long time to sort through this.
have you guys seen Jmail?
Jmail.
So it's jmail.world.
Okay.
And somebody took all of the Epstein files and organized them in a mailbox. So you can search by name.
Yeah.
You can look at photos. You can, and it looks like you're in a Gmail account.
Oh yeah. I did see that. And a couple words that if you want to look up that might be concerning and stuff that they consider code words. So you might want to look up the word whoops. Because that seems to be showing up a lot in reference to basically people passing away. And so now the internet and the sleuths are kind of alleging like, hey, he might have been responsible for a lot of like assassinations that were quote unquote suicides. Because then he would talk about this and say, whoops. And a lot of other heinous stuff. Jerky is something that they're considering as a keyword, like eating jerky, young jerky. I know. So
Pizza. I think there was a pizza thing too.
Yeah, there was a little bit of
Ice
pizza
cream.
thing. I don't know but see, I don't know. Sometimes I think, when I look at the context of the email, sometimes I'm like, maybe they're just literally talking about food because that's possible as well.
Yeah.
In some scenarios, like if hey, I had pizza the other night, and you're like, I mean, it could be code word for sure, a good way to cover it up, but it's also like, so did I, but it was delicious. And
Grape soda and pizza keeps popping up together.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is awfully not really
right. Okay.
normal.
Okay. Yeah. That's
for 55-year-old men to talk about grape soda and pizza on the reg.
true. You don't drink grape soda after the age of like 10.
Right.
Honestly, nobody likes grape soda like that.
Well,
so yeah, you're right on that.
How often do you email your buddies about the pizza you're eating?
Yeah,
And
no,
going
you're
to get
right.
ice
I
cream?
never have
Okay.
ever.
All right, so pizza, jerky, whoops, things. I mean, there could be things. What's crazy is I don't think, I don't know. I mean, I knew it was going to be bad, but I don't know if I was bingo carding like satanic murder, pedophilia, cannibalism type of bad, But apparently that's a thing, and that's a thing that a lot of like these conspiracy theorists were kind of saying for years. And honestly, 2026 has been a great victory lap for conspiracy theorists. They say it's also going to be the year of disclosure of sorts, talking about UFOs. So you got guys just like, going like, hey, if you're ready to hear that told you so, I'm ready to tell it to you. So it's interesting to see, but that's the update on the Epstein files we want to touch on. Let's get it to reset. So when we come back, we'll do a beef tip, and we're gonna close out our podcast broadcast with a performance from the birthday boy himself, PJ Bidwell. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. There you go. So we touch on a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I mean, this is such a hot topic too. It's just and every day, just mind blowing. I mean, what's the biggest surprise or thing that caught your attention in that whole list and the latest dumps and unredactions of sorts?
The trapdoor.
What's the trap door?
There's a photo of a trapdoor in the bottom of his house that goes to the sea.
Yes.
You open it up, there's the ocean.
Dispose of
What's
bodies.
That? What's
Yeah.
that for?
Right. Well, let me play devil's advocate, right? Like if I had the island and it had a trap door and I know I was on an island and I don't have garbage pickup ever, then I'm like, oh, just throw out the trash, right? Isn't that a way to dispose of trash too? I mean, most of the trash ends up in the ocean anyways. I mean, if he doesn't, if he's not concerned about committing kidnapping and trafficking laws, then he's not concerned about littering laws either, right?
Right.
If there had been a sign on the trapdoor that said trash chute, I would believe you.
Okay.
But it wasn't labeled. So.
This fucking guy was dude, at least you could have gave yourself an alibi. Said recycles only.
Clearly, right here, clearly trash chute. That's
Biodegradables. Something, give me something that says this is how did he dispose the trash of the island then?
I don't know.
Helicopter.
Really?
I don't know.
That's
He's
where
rich.
rich people just willy-nilly grab their helicopter to go
Airlift their
jump in the
trash
middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Trash islands.
Yeah, that is a valid point.
But I could see being a very rich guy and being like, I need a trap door. Just because I want a trap door. Yeah.
Because if
but then you compare that up with everything else.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you said, if it was us that had it, I'd be putting a water slide.
Water slide is good,
epic water slide to the ocean.
And it probably
that'd
did
be cool.
have some sort of water slide. But no, again, then where's the scuba gear? So if you're like, okay, I need an escape route because having a trap door, knowing that you're one of the world's most wanted criminals, okay, that makes sense. You want an escape route.
Yeah,
where's the
just
scuba
leave a
gear?
snorkel laying right there.
Yeah, where's your snorkel?
Anything.
Yeah, where's your tub of oxygen or something?
A Zodiac.
Yeah. A little, submarine underneath there. You got the resources for a little one-man submarine, not two-man. He would leave Ghislaine behind for sure. Be like, sorry, bitch, I'm out. Boom, in my one-man submarine and then gone. But no, they didn't have that either. So, yeah, the trapdoor dead body theory, I think holds weight for sure. And so, if it turns out, what was it? Mary Kennedy was one of the people that was found committing suicide in her backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And when that was shared to him via email, his response was whoops, right? And so there was look it up. You'll see a lot of different correspondence where even one person was like, hey, this person, lied to me and lied to you. And then that person ended up suiciding and said that person will never lie again to me or you. Whoops. It was a response that Jeffrey Epstein did. So I'm like, oh, I didn't realize he was a cold-blooded killer too. But at the same time, I mean, if you're going to do all the other dirty, disgusting, vile shit, then why would you stop at murder, right? I mean, I guess it's just all part of the game at that point.
I don't think his moral compass was pedophilia, cool.
Yeah.
But murder, come on. Everybody's got a line.
The Lord's watching.
I think his moral compass was that morals just don't even exist.
Yeah.
That was his methodology was just he's some sort of I don't know. Yeah. All our morals and values are just pointless and not real.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he was clearly batting for the dark side.
Yeah. And that's how he got all his fortune and power as well, was all that too. So it's crazy. And it's going to be I know that anyone that's ever bumped into him is kind of like, oh, what did you do now too?
Right.
But he's been around so many social circles too that I'm like, there's got to be some scenarios where some people just accidentally bumped into him and he was at a social event, cocktail party and stuff like that.
Right.
All the events that you've worked, right? And nice things and stuff. If Epstein was at any of them, Rock 102.1 KFMA, then you're like, wait, I didn't even talk to the guy, right? That's a thing. We're back on the air. Almost going to wrap things up on the FM airwaves, but I do want to remind you this Sunday, huge event going down, nice and chill. singer-songwriter session. PJ Bidwell's birthday as well. Tons of great artists are going to be out there performing, just showcasing their songs that they've wrote. And you have how many artists in total, you think? Give or take, because
give or take, I think we're like 26, 27. The full show, Laura Hamlin and Kiana Carter will be playing for most of the show. And
nice.
We'll have a couple seats
as featured artists. And, Laura just showed why. Fantastic performance today, Laura. Where can people find you online so they could check out more of your music?
If you just go to Laura Hamlin on Spotify, Apple Music, you'll find me.
I love it.
Stuff. Yeah, YouTube.
So proud of you and your continued growth. And it's a great time, like, hanging out with you and stuff.
When was your last, I meant to ask you this, when was your last morning show in Glendale?
I did my farewell show at Stinger's
right.
it was right before, I think it was Labor Day,
what
weekend
was
in September.
Called?
It was Tequila Sunrise.
There we go. I could not remember what it was. But yeah, so that was the last time we hung out.
Yes.
Which was what year?
It was 10 years ago this August.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how long I've been in Tucson. I'm celebrating the 5-year anniversary of this show in July, and then my 10 years in Tucson in August.
Awesome. It is wonderful to see your sweet face. It's been way too long.
And same. And you too, PJ. I don't want to leave you out of this.
I appreciate that.
PJ's nice.
That's all the time we have on the FM side. But join us on the podcast broadcast because PJ is going to take us out with a song. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow morning bright and early. Until then, drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a
Let's
side
get you
of
set up,
beef,
sir.
soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Babuski. I had to throw in a babuski there. All right, that was our outro side for the FM. And then, we're getting ready here. Yeah, I wish I had more footage from Tequila Sunrise. That was such a fun last show.
Fun.
Yeah, so I would do a live broadcast on my birthday every year at a bar, and we'd have a bunch of friends come out to perform live on the air.
It was
and
like
then
6 a.m., right?
Yeah, 6 a.m. to
AF.
Yeah, we'd be on the air till like 10, and then we'd hang out until like 3. It was like 8 hours of just drinking, and and so I did that for my very last show.
Yeah,
and it actually worked out like it was the best show. We had comedians, we had artists. It flowed. We had prank calls inadvertently. People were calling in. I fired a girl on the air. Okay? I had a call from the daycare next door. They complained because the entire parking lot was too full.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're complaining because our success? You could go fuck right off, right? Like it was a thing. And it was just entertaining, and we're doing shots, and yeah, it was great. So
hopefully we recreate some of that magic with beef games.
Yeah. Ken says, am I still doing the KWSS show? I am, because I'm in the afternoons on KWSS. I took a little sabbatical right there. Had a little beef with some gatekeeping there from a DJ who was just like, hey, I'm doing all this work and you're not even sharing any of my shit, and you want to be the star, and that's great, but sorry, daddy's home, kind of thing. But and then I put in a lot of work because with KWSS it's no money. Right. So it doubles my workload to upload things and stuff. But at the same time, obviously I love that station and the freedom to be able to play these songs. Now, I mean, luckily I'm developing freedom here so I could, get your song on the air and just have you perform it live. They would never let me do that in the first year. Trust me. But as far as getting songs in rotation, I can't add any songs in rotation. I'm playing Shinedown, Limp Bizkit, Nickelback. I can't, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's whatever tests well. So it's like, all right. So KWSS gives me that outlet where I could do all that. All right, let's get it. I'm gonna get PJ mic'd up here. Here's a little bit of the rest of our game, and then I'll have PJ live here. Check this out. All right. All right. What about this next one? Green flag, red flag, FBI watch list. Eats pizza with a fork at home. We'll start off with Rico on this one.
Absolute red flag.
Okay. Why?
That's something a serial killer would do. I mean, what? Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, that's upsetting me.
All right. You say red flag. What do you say? He has money?
Green flag.
Okay. Why?
I mean,
all right. That was a psych. We're back here already. That's how easy it was to set up PJ here. All right. What's the name of the song that you're going to perform for us here, PJ?
This song is Ponderosa Pines. It's not released, but it is recorded and it should be out in a couple months.
Nice. Again, PJ's birthday celebrations going down this Sunday, Catalina Brewing. So we invite you all. It's a free show, right? And
Yes, sir.
so come out, drink some beers. They got food trucks there as well. And then you can listen to a bunch of great acoustic music on a Sunday afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful day. So without further ado, PJ, take it away.
Sitting here in these Ponderosa Pines, looking at the trees and looking at the sky. And I wonder, could I go home? Back to the only place I've ever known. It hits me like water. It comes down like rain, never starting over. I'd be the same, you'd be the same, we'd be the same. Sitting in Arizona up high, think about the days and the years gone by. And I wonder, could I go back? Undo those things that turned out bad. It hits me like water. It comes down like rain. Never starting over. I'd be the same, you'd be the same, we'd be the same. Sitting in these Ponderosa Pines, looking at the stars and praying to the sky. And I wonder, could I go home? Back to the only place I've ever known. It hits me like water. It comes down like rain. Never starting over. I'd be the same. You'd be the same. We'd be the same.